Wake up. Wake up. Yes, you. No, don't get up. I said don't. Or I'll put this baton to use. If you're going to sleep in ruins with a missing wall, you need to do something to actually hide yourself. Not that it matters at this point. You've been found. Now, turn over on your stomach and put your hands behind your back. Do it. See the armor pads? See the scars? Do you think you can handle me? Now, do as I said. Put your hands behind your back. There. That's a good little lamb. These cuffs are pre-war tech. Very secure. Very adjustable. These could hold a super mutant. Well, at least a small one. Yet at the same time, they're actually fairly comfortable, right? I don't expect gratitude for little touches like that, but it sure would be nice, now and then. Anyway, let's get you up on your knees. Now, let me have a look at you. No scars, good skin, no sign of sickness or radiation poisoning, soft knuckles. You really are a lamb, aren't you? What is this, your first day in the wasteland? Your second? I'd say you're from a nice, clean, civilized community. Are you from one of the vaults? You get kicked out? Or did another town fail? I'm leaning more towards Vault Dweller, even though you're not wearing the uniform. No, I suppose it doesn't matter, because I have something else for you to wear. And since you seem so innocent, let me just explain. This is a basic slave collar, technically not pre-war. The design is, but these are just about the only thing people are still manufacturing. After all, the design is ultimately simple, and these make life so much easier for people like me. This is the lock. Here's the hinge. It opens and closes, and I can set the tightness here. And this part houses both the transmitter and explosive charge. Hey, stay on your knees. Stay. There. Now you belong to me. Oh, don't look at me like that. Let me tell you another thing about the wasteland. It's not fair. You only own what you can take, and what you can keep. And you couldn't keep your freedom. You didn't even fight for it. All it took was a stern look and a baton, and you were cowed. But it's not really your fault, is it? You were raised civilized. Soft, surrounded by rules and the false safety of numbers. In one of those spots that try to pretend like it's still the pre-war era. Look, I mentioned a transmitter. These collars can be set different ways. I set yours to detonate if you get too far from me. And it also goes off if it opens without the proper key. And no, I don't have the key on me. I never bring it along when I go out hunting. Why would I? Well, you're not sobbing at least. Good. It's always embarrassing for everyone involved. Let's proceed. You don't strike me as suicidal or stupid, so you're not going to bolt with that collar around your neck. And you're not going to try to attack me with your hands strapped behind your back, are you? Are you? Look, honey, You can stand there and give me the silent treatment until the ferals come and rip the flesh from our bones, or you can answer my question. Are you going to behave yourself? Good. Now we're going to walk together, and I'm just going to hold on to your upper arm, right here. Alright? Now walk. Walk, I said. You have a talent for sulking. No, really. Trust me. I see a lot of it. Oh, you trust me on that? Yeah. I've done this with a lot of different types. I do prefer the sulking over impotent threats and blubbering. But just once I'd like to see some good cheer. Oh, come on. I'm the best thing that could have happened to you. No, I'm serious. Do you not realize what kind of area this is? You're lucky to have been found by me, and not some hungry mutant or feral ghouls. And the humans are honestly the worst. At least mutants just eat you. You haven't seen the aftermath of a raid by depraved lunatics lost in a haze of drugs and nihilism. And you've gone from being prey to being valuable. It's one of mankind's bitter little jokes. Around here, a single free person is worthless. A victim, a target, a source of calories, or just a drain on resources. But a healthy slave is property, not easily replaced, and valuable property gets protected and taken care of. Where are we going? I live in a walled compound. It has people like me and people like you. We guard the wall against the wasteland and go out on hunts and expeditions. The other half stay inside, their collars set to go off if they go beyond the walls, so they never do, unless taken for a walk. We've managed to set up something functional. Crops, water filtration, a clinic, a bit of electricity. It's a community, and it works. The collars keep things nice and easy. None of you slaves can leave, so the rest of us don't need to worry about it. There's no need for cages or chains or whippings to keep the peace. I mean, there is a cage, and I'll put you in it for a while if you cause trouble. But you get what I'm saying, right? And really, almost all of them settle down after a while. What is there for them out there in the wasteland? People who can't protect their freedom sure can't protect their life. So don't worry, you'll have peers to spend time with. For example, there's a woman, Allison. She's become quite the expert at keeping her collars stain-free and shiny. It always looks brand new. I asked her about it once. She told me that if she has to wear it for the rest of her life, she may as well make it look pretty. I respect the outlook. Talk about adjusting to a situation. Maybe the two of you can learn from each other. And while you're at it, she can teach you not to be bitter about all this. The world used to breed people like you. Now it devours them. They need hounds like me to keep them safe. And, I mean, you didn't have a single weapon on you. Have you seen the mole rats around here? A single one would have made a meal out of you. Look at the view from up on this ridge. The twilight's here. We're right between the day hunters and the night hunters. It's the only time I allow myself to gawk. It's also when you can see the roads, the cars, the houses, but not quite see the state they're in. You can almost believe that you're looking into the past, before the nukes. But enough about that. Let me show you how to bed down in the wasteland. See this house? No big holes. All the windows have been boarded up at some point. No recent gang markings. No scat. And it's a 2-story. Upstairs. See? All this noise will wake us up if anything tries to get at us. These stairs are also narrow, which will bottleneck them. I'll just throw down some caltrops, and we're pretty secure for the night. I just hope you don't sleepwalk. I'll put down the bedroll. And now, we have a decision to make. I could just make you spend the night in those cuffs. Not great for your neck and shoulders, but as I said, they're designed for relative comfort. But if you do want them off, I need a promise from you that you'll behave. No trying to turn the tables on me as I sleep. No going for my gun. I wasn't lying about not having the key to your collar. You promise? You know, I set the tightness of those collars to medium. Too loose and they just sort of bang around as you move. It's not a good look. Literally. I don't like the aesthetics of it. I also feel it's useful for you to feel it at all times. Just a little, as a reminder. And making them too tight at all times is a bit too cruel. I reserve that for short periods of discipline. But also, when it's just tight enough, I can slip my finger under it, like this, right between the metal and the soft flesh, and pull a slave in real close. I can be gentle, such as right now, or I can be harsh. But I see no reason to be harsh with a good little lamb. Are you going to be good? Promise me. Really promise me. Good. I believe you. Turn around. Now, lie down. I'll nestle up against your back. Relax. I just want the warmth. Once the night gets deep, you'll want it too. There. Nice and comfy. You know, I think maybe I haven't been clear enough. When I call you soft, when I call you a lamb, it's not a complaint or an insult. I've never hated weakness, as long as it's honest weakness, that doesn't try to compensate with bluster and noise and cruelty. You're just a little lamb in a very vicious wilderness. The war, the nukes, it all took so much from us, all of us, humanity. It robbed us of softness. We live among the bones, the ghosts, of a world that wasn't so dangerous, so brutal and desperate, where the soft places weren't just little enclaves here and there. I dream of those days. I dream about clean air and greenery and just walking the streets, passing by people without worrying about them pulling a gun on me or some mutant horror leaping out. That's what I want from you. I didn't take you to sell you off or work you to death or anything. I want to come home to you, to something soft. Once the compound gate closes behind me after an expedition, I want to feel that it was worth it. Just do that for me. Be your soft, harmless self. Help grow crops, keep things tidy, cook, clean my wounds. Do the soft, nice things while I do the hard things. Just do that for me, little lamb, and I'll be good to you. Don't be scared. I'm taking you somewhere nice and safe. You don't have to worry anymore. The wall and us hounds will keep out the wolves. So maybe don't feel so bad about the collar around your throat. There are worse things than being domesticated. Sleep on the issue and see how you feel in the morning. Good night, little lamb.